Take it away.
Yo sé que me dijiste será la última vez, pero aquí estamos otra vez. Contesta que tú me hiciste, solo te veo, bebé. ¿Cuánto trago van? Yo no sé. Si yo sé que me quisiste, fue por un rato, bebé. De ti yo no me olvidé. Pensaba que esta vez era distinto, como salgo desde el laberinto. Once again.
Hold on, Carlos. I think you got to run that back. I feel like you weren't trying this time.
Yeah, bro. I didn't hear no passion this time, Carlos.
Usually you got passion behind it. Today, I felt like you were just like, fuck
Guys,
it.
what would we give that? A frowny face.
I haven't really, honestly, I think this is the third show that I haven't been feeling just the show in general. But we're going to flow with it. We're going to flow with it.
It feels like work at times, bro.
No, not just work. It's just...
You're just not in the mood.
Yeah, no, I just feel like a little bored recording the show. But you're distracting the intro. I was going to say, I feel so honored once again to be at this poker table with another MMA champion.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you, guys. Yeah, we got the dub, chat. We got the W, man. At the Battery. It was a good fight.
It was
Bro,
live.
Speaking of that, so obviously after the fight, I saw the comments under your picture. So tell me, bro, which gym talks the most? Like, do you hear voices from other gyms?
Like in person?
No,
Or
like
really?
just people talking like that. You hear from other gyms, like they talking shit.
I guess like,
or
you
something
mean like
that.
sports teams? Like, oh, the fucking Chicago Bulls.
I think in general, the more popular gyms, bro, like in Atlanta and stuff, they definitely have like a bigger fan base, and you definitely see that fan base's presence like on social media. You know what I mean? And I don't think it's ever like disrespectful towards like the other fighter. It's mostly them just supporting their guy. You know, just like kind of.
Yeah.
Like the same thing y'all would do. Y'all be like, oh, he got this, you know, slight work, type shit. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Do you think there's a relation with the bigger gyms and maybe better talent that they spew out a little bit more constantly?
I think, yeah. Or at least that's what it, that's what it is on paper, right? The guy who I just beat, he's like the best gym, pretty much the best gym in Atlanta.
Oh, shit.
It's ATT, you know.
So you're an outlier. That's cool.
Yeah, bro, and I'm real happy that I got the win against him. Same with SBG, bro. Those are big gyms. Those are like franchise gyms, bro. Like they have those names.
Karate Kid shit.
Yeah, they have those gyms.
That's how you know he was
Where's my chopsticks at?
They have those are gyms that they have like branches in other states, bro, like Florida.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, bro.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, and so yeah, it's always a good feeling when I beat a guy from a real popular gym, bro, because I mean the crowd's on their side. And,
so you think it's safe to say they know about Joker, Ronaldo, Hernandez?
oh yeah,
now?
they know
It's
about
safe to
Ronaldo.
say, like,
they know about Ronaldo and they know
Yeah.
about Knuckle Up for sure,
they,
bro.
They be
sure.
like, oh damn, yeah. If they hear your name, they're gonna be like, oh yeah, you gotta take this
Definitely,
training
bro.
serious.
Yeah, I mean the guy who was cornering my opponent, bro, was in Bellator. Like he's
For real?
Yeah, bro, it was one of the Lima brothers.
Damn.
It was either him or his brother that was champion,
That's
bro.
cool.
They beat Michael Chandler.
Oh
Like, for
damn,
the
that's what's
championship.
up.
I would have never known.
I mean, he's retired now, so he's like doesn't look like he used to. But yeah, bro, there's big names over there.
So tell us, bro, what's next now? What's next for Ronaldo, Joker,
Real
Hernandez?
quick, we haven't really covered the fight too well. I want to talk about how I almost missed the fight.
For real?
Yeah. So I got home from work like at 8. You said that you were probably going to be fighting around 9.
Yeah.
So I took the quickest shower in my life. I hopped in the car, and then like maybe halfway to the stadium where you were fighting at, I forgot my wallet.
Oh.
So I immediately started texting
Halfway?
everybody. Yeah. And I thought, because I haven't been there, but like besides the like 2 times I've gone with y'all, so I didn't know if I had to pay immediately when I parked or if I pay after. So I was texting Tony, like everybody, trying to see, oh shit, can they cover me? Do I have to pay? Nobody was answering me until I got like a call back like 5 minutes later, and then they were like, I have no idea. We're parking right now. We're gonna be late because they just texted us like he's the next fight, but we'll let you know if you have to pay when you get in. And a couple minutes right before I get into the red deck, Daniel texted me saying they take a payments by phone. I was like, oh shit, okay. So I
Nice.
parked quickly, got inside, and I was on Google Maps trying to get to live because I've never been there. And it made me make a big ass loop walking around like the fucking long way. And I'm fucking running.
Oh,
and
damn.
And it was hot.
I'm already sweating. And once I get in, and I get to the front, and there's like a hostess up there talking to a couple. I'm like, oh shit, I probably have to present my ticket to her. But as soon as she's done, like having her minute conversation with the couple, she's like, oh, you just go through security and you just show him your ticket. I'm like, what the fuck? I just flashed the guy. He says, go through. I run, bro. I already see you standing in the fucking octagon. I'm like, oh shit, no. And I see that your opponent's starting to come in. I'm like, oh.
So you came in first?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I was in the blue corner. So
Yeah. So what's that about though? Like why you came in first?
I don't know.
Does
I was
it-
just-
How do
like
they decide
random?
that?
It's random. But I want to say
okay.
it's random, bro.
I think that matters.
It just
But-
depends what color corner you want.
I get to
Okay.
like a little rope right on the outside of the bar that's surrounding the octagon, and the guy just lets me through. And so I'm just like at the perfect seat. And then it's like 30 seconds later, the fight begins. And I just hear, Ronaldo, Ronaldo, Ronaldo from different places. I'm like, I guess those are my friends.
So
But
you were sitting by yourself?
yeah, all by myself.
man.
And unknowing,
you
Karam
screaming?
and who's the other guy?
Mitch.
I don't know.
Mitch.
Oh, Mitch.
Yeah.
Were right there, sitting at the bar. I
Yeah.
didn't even know.
Oh, yeah, they told
They bought seats, bro.
Oh, I was just there for
I probably
free.
would have sat with them if
Bro,
I
I
would have
felt
went.
so good just hearing random fucking people yelling your name everywhere. And then you showed out, bro. I've only been, I think, to 3 of your fights. I've never seen you so confident and dominant in a fight. Literally, you were in control the entire time, and the crowd was loving you the entire time.
That's good, bro.
I told the same thing to Adonis. He says that he felt, since he's fought with you a couple times trained, that he thought you were a little nervous or holding back a little bit. What do you think?
I
think you
do.
were?
To be honest, I think I was nervous, bro. If I'm being honest, that long, it was a big gap from my last fight, bro. I hadn't fought since November, and my nerves definitely felt it, like, leading up to the fight, bro. Even while I was backstage, I was like, fuck, bro.
But
like,
you do this now,
like,
though.
I know, bro. I know. But it's just
Bro,
like,
but
you can't
got
help
all
the
these
nerves,
people
bro.
watching you, bro. Come on,
It's
bro.
the noise, the lights, you know what I mean? The crowd. And it's just like,
Yeah,
bro.
but you know that's what comes with it.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
And
but
it's
bro,
not-
you're not gonna get used to it.
It's not a
Yeah.
bad thing, but since you say that, that means you feel like it did affect the way you fought, and you still did fucking great.
No, I think it affected everything up until when the fight started, bro.
Okay.
You know what I mean? But then after that, I felt good. Once I started moving,
Like you were in the
Yeah,
zone.
yeah.
Like once you really were like your brain
You-
realized, okay, I'm
Yeah.
in
You
here
become
now.
present.
it's
in-
like what I
in
mean.
what you're doing.
The crazy, it's like you got spaghetti legs all fucking day, bro. You know what I mean?
too slow. Come on, bro.
Slap that
He
bitch.
said,
I think people we have flies flying around every time we record.
Bro, did you not see it?
No,
It's like a fruit fly. Or
Yeah,
something.
ignore it. They can't
It
see
was
it
a
on the
fly.
camera.
But yeah, bro. So I'm just trying to like have less of a turnaround time, just to not, just
What
to
do you
avoid
mean?
that, like fight more often.
Less,
Oh, yeah,
less
yeah,
time
yeah.
in between.
Because I think
fights.
it was like
okay.
6 months, almost 7 months, bro.
I don't think that's
Yeah.
long. Don't you when you say that's like average?
Not from when I used to, bro.
professional.
Yeah,
right. Once
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Once you're professional, making money, like
Yeah.
that's fine. But
You're
like,
trying to get your name out.
yeah, and shit, I'm 28, bro. So like, I shouldn't be waiting too long. You know what I mean?
And that's what I was telling Liz because she asked me like, how do you really get to that next level? And I think I just told her I was like, I think it's just about promoting yourself now and just
Just
actually
yeah.
promoting yourself and getting your name out there, like making sure that people actually see you.
Yeah, just
Now.
winning,
Yeah.
being present.
I looked at
I
the
think your social media needs to change, bro. You
Yeah.
need to start more
I know.
umping it up.
I think that too, bro. I swear I was thinking, bro.
I hope the clips come out so I can post a little clip of
So,
you
Dana White-
dominating
when do they come out?
We got a fighter for you.
What do you mean the clips?
Clips, yeah.
from NFC.
Yeah, I don't
Of the
know. They
fight.
don't give
I would say-
everybody clips.
Oh
bro.
yeah, I was
They
about to
don't-
say they would have posted it by now. I feel like
they really just do like big moments.
Yeah, exactly.
They clip big moments. Bro,
Carlos said
so,
ignore it.
You can't ignore that thing.
But they did come out with the pictures though. The pictures of fire. I showed them
Oh, really?
yesterday.
Good. I know where to go then.
Yeah,
I'll
bro.
put it up right here.
Yeah, bro. Well, shit, we'll put them on. I'll show y'all
Okay.
because it's a few of them. But
I saw the roster of the fights. and how I think the first fights are, I think, titled amateur. What are your called?
I'm advanced amateur.
Advanced amateur. How do you get to the last ones? I think they're
Pro.
amateur.
Yeah, no, just professional.
Just pro.
Yeah. So,
How do they get that title?
Basically, you got to end your amateur career, bro, and you start over as a pro. So once you're gonna start off 0-0 as a pro, and that's the record that really matters, bro.
Yeah, pro.
You know what I mean? Amateur is all about experience.
Oh,
bro.
you just declare it, and then you
yeah,
get put
you
against
declare.
people.
Whenever you think
who
you're
have
ready,
done
you
the same
declare,
with
bro,
the-
because there's no going back once you turn
When's
pro.
that coming?
Honestly, bro, I want to do it. I was thinking doing it like
I think it's
Next
time.
two
I think
fights.
I
it's
want to
time,
do. I want
bro.
to do like 1 or 2 more fights and
Yeah,
then go
yeah.
pro, bro. Like before the end of the
Which
year.
Which is gonna
or,
make
like,
them faster though than
I
last
know.
year.
Yeah, but I told myself I want to go pro.
You'll know
by
exactly when
2026.
you're ready to do that. What comes with that besides the title? Money.
Yeah, money.
With losses too. Just
Yeah, you get guaranteed show
Oh,
money.
that's
you get like
nice.
certain amount to show up, and then it's usually double if you win.
So they will
Cool.
pay you too if you start calling yourself pro. Oh, that's what's up.
cool, bro. I can't
Yeah.
wait. You're
Yeah,
gonna feel
bro.
really nice after your first fight where you win.
I know. I mean, what I love about NFC is that they give you commission for your ticket sales, bro. So it's like I get paid a little. I always make a couple hundred, bro, from fighting over here.
Yeah,
Versus when I used to fight in Tennessee, I used to have to pay for the fucking my fucking road trip. You know what I mean? All the expenses that come with traveling out of state for a weekend.
And
you
that
know?
bullshit that happens too, man.
But I really like it,
Is
bro.
NFC one of the bigger organizations for fighting?
Oh, I think
least in Georgia?
I think in the Southeast in general, it's the premier. It's the premier organization in the Southeast, bro.
Cool, man.
Yeah.
What did the dude tell you? The promoter tell you?
I haven't talked to him since. I mean,
Oh, okay.
Because he didn't show up, bro. I think he was sick or something. So he
Oh,
wasn't
for
there.
real?
Yeah.
The dude you usually talk to?
matchmaker. Yeah.
I think it was
okay.
pretty obvious who the promoters were.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
So-
Anyway, y'all want to get into the nasty news that's been happening?
Oh, hold on.
this week?
Let's ask. So what's next what's next, bro?
Oh.
What's next on the list?
Next, I'm trying to get a title fight next, bro. I'm gonna ask Buddy to.
What did they tell you?
I mean, my coach has said, let's get one more win and get the title. Ask for a
Okay.
title shot. The current
And then you
champion,
retire with the title?
right?
Yeah.
Put that shit right here, bro. for the
Where do you
podcast.
have your little trophies, the little bling?
Oh, I have
they
them in
give you?
I have them all in this. I have everything in this
So,
room, bro.
so how many have you collected now? I'd say it's like 2 or 3, right?
3, yeah.
Yeah, 3, right? Damn, that's what's up.
I have
Should
3.
just wear them all the time.
So I think I remember you telling me that you got to fight this one opponent first, and then you get a title shot. You
I
said?
mean, not necessarily, bro.
Oh, okay.
See, I could, and I, qualify. I'm on a 2-fight win streak.
Yeah.
For a title shot, the only thing and I don't care, right? My coaches are trying to be smart about it and tell me to take one more fight before this.
Yeah.
But the current champion is the last guy to beat me, Hispanic.
And that's what I
Yeah.
want to watch that.
I know,
fight,
bro.
I
And I'm
want to
like,
watch that. Fight.
I don't give a damn. I'll
wanna
fight
watch
his ass
that
again
fight
any day,
again,
bro.
bro.
Shit, do things different.
Because I remember, bro. I
It'd
remember.
be-
It was a good fight.
It'd be more
It was a good fight.
motivating to fight the same guy again that you
But
lost to.
Yeah, but I remember, bro. I do remember that, bro.
Yeah,
Oh, ain't that the fight that y'all were saying that was that Ronaldo won?
No, I wasn't.
I don't think I mean
It was a good fight, bro. But
I think
I would say that one is the better man one.
Yeah.
Type shit.
He out wrestled me, bro. He's been
He
wrestling
was pretty
for a long
good.
time,
But that
bro.
was his niche, though, bro. Wrestling was his niche, though. So you gotta
Yeah.
go wrestling.
Facts. Which I'm not like I can wrestle myself, but some
Yeah, you
people,
can, bro.
Some people just wrestle differently, or they've been doing it longer.
That's
you know
how
what I mean?
the phrase came about. We wrestle.
Yeah, I know, right?
They didn't know we wrestled.
But bro, yeah, dude, this
No, but
dude-
I'm excited then, bro. Do that, bro, because you do need that rematch with that one
I
guy,
know.
bro.
Yeah, bro.
For sure.
And then especially like low key, my confidence went up after this one because like, I'm not gonna lie, bro. That dude hits hard as fuck. The guy just fought. He rocked me like at least twice. You know what I mean?
I didn't notice it.
Like, he did, bro. And you know,
Do you think he noticed it?
No.
Bro, I want
if he
someone
did,
to.
he would have.
He would have bounced on it, yeah. But
Yeah, he
Ronaldo
would've-
was like Carlos said, you didn't notice it. So
Yeah.
he
But
was
you know
playing it off
the
good.
best thing though, because when I was watching the clip that they posted NFC, bro, you can tell he was exhausted, bro.
Yeah.
And you were breathing normal.
Yeah,
You can
that's
tell
what
you
my
were
coach.
you were tired too, but
That's
he
what my
was
coaches
breathing
were
like
saying between
Yeah.
rounds too. They were like, "He's exhausted. He's exhausted. Keep putting it on him." I was like, "All right."
Yeah.
But yeah, no, because it's like even if he rocked me, like I would, my poker face, bro, just stay in there. But no, I
sometimes it's all about that, bro. Sometimes the poker face will win you the fight, bro.
Yeah, facts, bro. Because it's like they got a good hit in because it's almost like a You know what I mean? It's like this noise that you hear, bro, when you get
Yeah,
clipped.
for real.
And
Yeah.
you feel it through your whole
they
body,
feel,
bro.
they feel
Yeah.
it themselves. It'd be funny if someone in
I
a
bet
fight
they
was
do.
like, ah!
Somebody
Yeah.
throw the towel in.
He just hit me.
No, that's what's up, bro.
Yeah, man.
He didn't pull the punch.
But how much? Last question, and then we'll go on to the next topic. So, how many fights did the current champion fight before he got the title? Because I remember when
Do
y'all
you know
fought,
that?
he didn't have that much of a record on him.
He didn't have the title. No, he's nice, bro. He's nice.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, I know. I know.
He's only lost like his first fight, bro. He's like on a 7-fight win streak.
Sheesh.
Yeah.
Cool.
He's nice.
And
He's
that
nice,
shit.
bro. All
Yeah,
respect.
End
That's a Hernandez.
Yeah,
for you, bro.
end
Shit.
it. End
bro.
it.
He's good, but
To
bro,
be
you know what?
continued.
Hey, I
I
take
wanna
pride
watch
in the
that
fact,
fight.
bro. I'm the only guy that he hasn't been able to finish, bro.
Oh, okay.
He's finished all his.
Yeah, I
other
remember,
opponents,
bro. I remember.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And, bro,
because
I'm-
it was in Buford.
Yeah,
you guys
uh-huh.
fought. I remember.
He's nice, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, more news, more fight news coming soon. Toritos.
Bet.
I bet
Wasn't
you-
I there?
I don't think you were there.
I don't think
for
you went to that
bro.
one. You went to my first one in Buford. That's when you pulled up with.
Oh yeah,
with
yeah,
Tony.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Everybody was there. Yeah. That was your first fight, your first win here.
That was my first one here. Yep.
All right, Carlos, what's next on the list?
I was gonna say Liz never mentioned the possible family member that I met at the office, right? No, she hasn't.
She did. She did.
She did.
Yeah, she did.
I was
Oh
helping.
no, she didn't. She said it's not.
Yes, the fuck.
She
They
don't
are.
think it's nobody.
These Mexican people
Uh-huh.
came, and I was like, "Your last name is Pacheco Cayetano? What the? Where are you from? Mexico? Where exactly? Oaxaca? What the? This adding up.
That's too much of a coincidence,
What
bro.
area do you live in? Lil Burn? What the fuck? I sent all the information to Liz, and I'm like, I found your lost family member. They're on their dad's side. They don't communicate with them. They're very estranged to that side of the family.
Oh, that's not what she said.
Hold
Yeah.
on, Carlos.
Oh, okay.
Pause the thing.
To kill a
Oops,
fly.
I did it. To kill a
Or
fly.
not to kill a fly. Right? We had technical difficulty. We had maintenance.
A little maintenance break.
Esta
little maintenance,
dura,
little beer
mi
run.
bebé que hueputa ya se ve. I want to take advantage of the fact I got a complete set, full set watch that I haven't gotten in a while, and to show the audience what it's like, as if you guys were at the Patek boutique and you just got this in the 1970s.
Patek Philippe.
So it's got its outer box, it's got its inner box. You
That was
guys can-
original?
What is this? What is this?
I'll show you. So when you get a watch,
I'm gonna open it right now or not yet?
go ahead.
Carlos,
Y'all
I think
keep
you
looking
need
at
to
that.
make clips about you showing these watches, bro. Because there might be some watch connoisseurs
yeah,
that
when
actually really like these.
When you
clips,
unbox it, bro, yeah.
And
This-
you should show a picture of it. Like, bro, if the
at
audience can
this
see
letter.
what the fuck I'm looking at in that letter of what is that, certification letter?
Boy, it's got a
Pretty
death
much,
note.
yeah. It's
Death certificate. It got passed down generations.
so really quick. This is a
That's nice.
Patek Philippe Ellipse. This is the first generation reference 3548 in white gold with a blue dial. It's also, if you see at the 6 o'clock, I'll post a picture right now. It's double signed. You see the little signature at the bottom?
Yeah.
It's Bayer, which is a retailer in Switzerland. So like Tiffany and Co. is the biggest retailer we have here in the States. They would sell not only jewelry, but watches sometimes, luxury watches, which just means that they're really expensive and they have no use other than being really expensive. So I keep spending money on useless stuff. So I brought this to show the audience.
That's your hobby, though.
You
And
work
what-
hard, brother. You work
and-
hard. We
Useless,
see you.
bro.
We see you.
What that means is that this watch, this Patek Philippe Ellipse, was born sometime in the late 1960s, maybe the early 1970s, in Switzerland. Then it was shipped to one of the Bear boutiques where they stamped it with their logo, and that's where it was sold until it actually didn't sell. It was sent to a retailer on Rockefeller Plaza in New York City, and it sold in the 9th of January, 1972. And there's all the documentation for that.
So that's when the gangsters were around.
Yeah. Sure.
You probably had a mafioso wearing this bitch.
Yeah, bro.
Cool.
Probably one of the Sopranos.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
So it's
A
kind of
fucking Peaky Blinder, bro.
it's kind of cool how all the documentation shows like when the watch was born. It's like a little life because Patek Philippe,
I got some weight to it.
there, yes, is white gold. They like
White
to
gold.
say their logo. You never own a Patek Philippe. You just hold on to it for the next generation. Because they're meant to last. These things are mechanical things that if you maintain them like a car, or a little longer than a car, they can last many generations.
That freaking white gold.
So
be
that one's
expensive.
already about 50 years old. It has
Is this
everything.
battery powered?
Mechanical.
What do you like better, Carlos?
Is
The
the time-
gold or white gold?
Educate
no
me, bro.
better.
Educate me.
No
Educate.
better. It has a bunch of
We're in Primo's
plates,
education section.
gears, levers, and switches that's all run by kinetic energy. So you wind the watch. That's why if you have a battery-powered watch, you wind it, you don't feel any resistance. Wind it up, and you'll feel the gears turning. And then if you put your ear to it, you'll hear the heart of it, the balance that's going off. It's a little heartbeat of the watch
A
that
true
shows that it's
beauty. Can I
alive.
see that piece of paper though?
Yeah.
Yeah.
A true beauty. Ooh.
I want to feel it.
And 100% everything. Inner box, outer box, certificate, original alligator strap, white gold buckle.
What do you
everything.
like
Bro,
better,
goes
white
to
gold or gold?
Just goes to show you the quality, bro.
craftsmanship,
Of
bro.
like,
Yeah.
This shit
nowadays.
looks like it was made with a typewriter, bro.
Even the box.
Let me hold that too, bro.
Can't
I
even
want-
get
I want-
nothing like that. You
Th-
can't
this
even
was-
get an envelope like
This was back in the
anymore.
day
Right.
where everything didn't say made in China. Even the box made in
Switzerland.
Switzerland.
That's wild.
This right here, a bunch of dead hands have touched it. I'm one of them now.
Carl,
It's gonna get
I
passed
think you
down.
need to upload during this segment pictures of all this, bro. Like take nice pictures.
Bro, no
well
homo,
lit.
bro. One of
This
them,
guy.
all them hands have had a dick in their hand.
Hey,
bro.
yo. Bro, why are you thinking about that?
I guess.
It's reality, bro.
You acting like they were
I-
jacking
nah.
off and then touching the piece
Bruh,
of paper.
Wall.
Hey, they still have
These
their
pe-
dick in their hand.
Adonis, these people wash their hands before they interact with their watches and the paperwork. Their
Nice,
class.
I love it, bro.
bro. Yeah, good, Carlos.
Price
This is
tag,
nice.
price tag.
Yeah, price
last
tag,
question.
price tag. We'll blur it out. Tell us.
It's over 10K.
Sheesh.
I like white golds or white metals more because they're more incognito.
Carlos,
I don't
on,
like attention.
on a guess, bro. I estimate what is the net worth of all your watches put together,
We'll
bro?
have to take another maintenance break.
I have 3 watches right now. Let's say they're 10K each.
Okay.
30. Nice.
30.
I still have to say, bro,
Gotta
even though
bleep out his address, bro.
I'm still I am very impressed with this. I think this was my first paddock. Am I saying? Yeah.
If
That
you
I've
want to
seen
be
in
honest,
person.
bro,
But I still think my favorite one is the
Nah,
one
let
with
me
the
not say that,
diamonds,
'cause-
the spaghettis.
Oh, that by far is my favorite. Yeah, I'll keep this one for a while because it's so nice condition, and I've never had it on a list before. I don't think it's gonna be a forever watch. Like the
spaghetti
AP with the
baguette?
diamonds, that's gonna be with me forever.
Yeah, I would
Probably.
keep. Yeah,
The
that
I would,
one's nice, bro.
I'd love to give it to my son.
Yeah, that one's beautiful.
Maybe
bro.
engrave the case back or like, don't be a bitch.
You're gonna ruin the watch.
That's really nice though. I love engraved watches. And they still make that model. The Ellipse is still alive today, but it's like $60,000 for one of the new ones.
Yeah. Let me ask you this, Carlos. What won't we catch you wearing on your wrist?
What won't you?
Yeah.
Hublot. No, I'm just playing. Modern Rolex.
Why?
They're just so big.
You like simplicity.
Yeah.
I like
Comfortable
time
watches.
only. I like precious metals. I like thinness and tiny cases just because they're more elegant and beautiful. And modern Rolexes are minimum 40 millimeters. They're super thick and they're so fucking show offy. And they're all, well, most of them are made of steel. And yeah, I can't really wear them like everywhere. Like, let's just say I just walked to Atlanta. There's like a 10% higher chance that someone would try to, I want to say steal it, but let's say walk up to me and be like, "Oh man, you got a Rolex?"
It's a little
Yeah,
more
stranger.
it's a little more subtle, the
Yeah.
ones that you like, bro.
Yeah, but it just depends though, Carlos, because I can't.
Speaking
those are
of
too
subtle,
skinny, bro, and my wrists are too fat.
Yeah, so I have a
So it
tiny
just
wrist.
depends.
So
yeah.
there are some bigger watches, not Rolexes specifically, but that I like. I just can't wear.
Mm-hmm.
So, but it's lucky that I could wear tinier watches like this. Like if I had a wrist like yours, I don't think I would.
Do you think you would like the newer Rolexes?
I would go with what I could wear. I can't wear a 15 size shoe. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get what
I'm gonna
I get
wear
what you're saying.
what
That's
I
a
am.
good analogy.
I think it's perfect for me though, because I'm more attracted to little things like this.
Smack him with that shit, Carlos. That fucking
Hey.
size fit.
What does your mom think when she sees another? She's like, another watch.
She's just
Carlos?
used to it now. But
What does she say, though?
It's a kind of a running joke in the watch community that, like, if you're married or your significant other or your parents, they'll put like a meme like, another watch, really? Or, oh, the doorbell's ringing. I'm guessing it's another watch, right?
Dang.
Or we're very financially irresponsible.
What does she say though? Does she be like,
No, she
how
doesn't
much
care.
did you spend on it?
This one came 2 days ago. I just showed it to her. She likes them.
No, I mean, bro, honestly, I feel like, because we've seen it, bro, you have been working hard. Well, because, I mean, it's tax season, but you have been grinding. Like, you've been
Gotta
coming out
reward
late.
yourself,
Yeah,
bro.
you got to reward yourself. For a fact.
No more, though. I'm done. For right now.
Carlos, are you
I'm
gonna go to
done.
MomoCon this year, bro?
No,
Speaking of
bro.
that,
Let's
Sonny
go
might-
to Dragon Con.
Tax
Invite
refund,
the
Carlos.
Dude,
You're gonna
you
get
know,
so, bro.
I'm thinking about
So Dragon Con.
I'm thinking about going for one reason and one reason only, bro.
Momo.
Yeah. Do you remember last year that super cool Master Chief poster that I didn't pull the trigger on?
Damn, not the Master
Bro, I
Chief.
feel like
It
you
was-
have a higher chance of doing it or getting it at Dragon Con.
But see, bro, last year some people from my gym went to Dragon Con and I gave them a description of what it was, and they said they didn't see it, bro.
Bro, this is why, bro,
You gotta get it when you.
I'm
see
a big
it, bro.
believer
Hey,
on, bro. There's
If-
sometimes.
if you're gonna go, let me know. I'll go.
But I don't mean what are the odds that it's still there? Because at the end of the day, it was art, bro. It's like individual
Ronald,
art, bro.
I'm a big believer,
Primo.
bro. When you see it, bro,
I know,
and
bro.
when you see it and it speaks to you, bro,
That shit-
you know, bro,
I
because
think
when
about
you
it to
buy
this
certain
day,
stuff,
bro.
bro, you know, bro, it literally speaks to you,
I
bro.
think about it to
It's
this
something you
day,
like,
bro.
and it literally talks to you, bro. And
Bro.
because I've done that before, bro,
Bro.
and I let it go, bro. But nowadays, I do not do that, bro. If it speaks to me, I get it on the spot.
I don't know if I told you what it was, but let me just paint a picture for you, bro. It was
Oh,
like
I
it's-
remember it now.
You remember,
with
right? It was-
Cortana.
it was a
Hey
metal.
man, Adonis needs
it-
some. He over there
bro,
yawning.
It was a metal poster. Well, it was on metal, right?
Yeah.
And it was Master Chief, bro. He already looks fire. And in his hand was like Cortana. But it was like a
Sexy
sexy
Cortana.
Yeah.
curvaceous Cortana, bro.
You gotta get it,
And that
bro.
shit looks so fire, bro.
You gotta get it.
Speaking,
She was bad. I know you remember.
How much
I
was it?
remember it completely.
Bro, it was like
It wasn't even that much.
65, bro.
Bro, you should
know.
have got that shit.
Bro.
Bro, we at
the
the age we are, like watches have gotten me used to pulling the trigger on like clothes, shoes, things that are like more expensive that like maybe 5 years ago I wouldn't have even thought of spending my money on it. I should have walked out of MomoCon with like 3 lightsabers,
Bro, me
posters,
too, Carlos.
comic books.
But
No,
you know-
bro, I'm always like, bro, I got a $300 Naruto rug.
I got
For
you
no reason,
I got
bro.
like
Like
Carlos,
I
why
love
didn't
that
we
shit.
buy lightsabers that day,
I
bro?
know.
Bro,
Well, I
They
do
got-
regret because
they
I,
got
bro,
all the coolest shit.
I will say this because when I went to Disney that one time, I should have built my lightsaber because you know they got to build the
Oh,
light, and I didn't do it
yeah,
because I was
right.
being cheap, bro. Because I already spent so much just to go,
Bro.
and I regret it to this day.
If I'm being
gotta
honest,
do
I
it.
think one of the things I low key felt like I was like overstimulated at that point, bro. Because it was like
It was
we
near
had
the
been there
end.
for hours, bro.
Yeah.
Walked past thousands of people, seen thousands of fucking
But
exhibits.
that
bro.
should have been
And
even
then-
more reason though. It
I
spoke
know,
to you,
I
bruh.
know. I
We
think Carlos, that was a lot of walking that day
A
too,
lot,
bro.
yeah. We got Kakashi and the shoes that we had. It was like no
Oh,
support on
God,
those
bro.
things.
The soles were like this thin on like cheap
We
ass
bought
plastic, bro.
Naruto style sandals from Amazon. They were like $10 each.
And his mom like tailored them, like she altered them like right before we left because they didn't
Because
fit
the
us.
ankle was huge. It looked
she
like
was like droopy, bro.
like Diddy would have been really happy to see a hole that big. Speaking of Diddy,
Speaking of Diddy,
Speaking of him, let's go to the next subject.
I
bro.
might have opposite view than you guys. I don't think he's that bad of a guy. I
Actually-
think he's an indie porn wannabe director.
Y'all gotta fill me in because I don't know.
y'all gotta fill me in too, bro.
So look, all last week, do you know Casey?
The
Yeah, the
singer?
girl that
Cassie's
yeah.
The girl who's
Yeah.
basically
Liz
like,
Liz a little bit told me about it.
What-
They have. Oh, all right. Let's put some context to to the case in case some people haven't watched it. It's a federal trial that has been going on for almost 2 weeks now. Because it's federal, apparently, it's not like the OJ case. It's not being broadcast. There are no pictures. There's no audio. There is just a transcript. Pretty much the talking back and forth that's been going on in the court case.
So people reporters just recapping on those.
So there's no video?
No.
Why?
Because federal. They don't want to do it.
Oh, damn.
OJ was a California versus OJ Simpson thing. Yeah.
But there's video.
And it lasted for months.
But
That's what there's video of that.
California, that's the state.
That's the difference.
Oh,
It's
okay,
federal.
okay.
Apparently Diddy looks his age or maybe a little more stressed out. They're not letting him dye his hair. He looks like an old, gray-haired, gray-bearded black guy that's going through hell right now.
Correct me if I'm wrong. We only got the cartoon pictures.
Yes. I like those.
The caricatures.
To see this. Okay.
Cassie's been crying like crazy. It just looks like, it's funny.
She's like 8.5 months pregnant on the stand.
But
bro.
you know, bro, like
They were lucky to get her.
back in the day, bro,
She's not coming back, I don't think. They said that.
Yeah,
She's about to go into labor, bro.
but supposedly she's
They got
like
Kid Cudi yesterday or
Yeah.
today.
she's the biggest.
Kid Cudi's part of this too.
Bro, he
bro.
testified again. You know, Diddy tried to
Kill him.
Diddy tried to put a car bomb in his car
He
when
blew up his
started dating
Porsche.
her, bro.
Day and night.
He was with this.
Yeah, bro.
The Lonely Stone.
Diddy's a real ass dude, bro. He don't
crazy.
play
He
that
was
shit.
with his ex-girlfriend.
Yeah,
which was
bro.
He
Cassie.
started talking. He was like, "Oh, you want to talk to my
I
ex?
did
All
hear
right,
that.
I'm gonna put a bomb in."
Shout
your
out
car,
Liz.
bro.
She tells me all the time.
Yeah.
And Cassie warned him. He was like, Diddy knows. Be
Yeah.
careful. And they fucking blew up his Porsche.
Yeah,
bro. So he's what are the charges? I don't know.
Sex trafficking.
Sex trafficking.
Mm-hmm.
That's the one that for sure he's gonna get convicted of.
I don't think he
It's
is,
federal
bro.
because he
Why is it sex trafficking? Why? What is he doing?
That's
It's-
the thing, bro.
when you blur or when you commit crimes in multiple states, that's when it becomes a
Yeah,
federal
that's-
thing.
and-
He has taken prostitutes,
said-
escorts, done sex crimes in multiple states, and has
But that's
brought
not
those people
sex
to.
trafficking.
That's what I'm saying. And to my point, Carlos.
They're trying to play around with the words, though.
Exactly.
Okay, so that's what they're
I
trying to
don't think he's gonna get convicted on sex trafficking because
You think
it's been proven, bro, from messages and calls that Cassie was in a consensual, willing
Yeah.
relationship, bro.
I've
I know
heard
that.
multiple
I know
times.
that
So she
much.
was just slutted out, and she
She
liked
got
it,
slutted out,
and she
yeah.
couldn't get over
For
it. She
11
loved that
years.
shit.
Yeah.
Bro,
And she was like, "This guy's gonna leave me." You know
bro,
what?
She never felt that emotion again, bro.
Yeah.
Basically, is
From
what it's coming
anybody
down
he
to.
would. Long story short, bro, they would have freak offs, which would be days worth of drugs and fucking horny pills.
Correct me if
Oh,
I'm wrong.
Prostitutes
it's
of both sexes
to the
bro.
extreme
Yeah.
level, though, and they are real.
For days.
We have not
Yeah,
seen
for
it.
days, bro.
Sheesh.
They give headphones and like personal tablets to each of the jurors because no one else is allowed to see it.
To see the evidence.
There are some pictures that they've shown that some people in the court have seen. They are legit the freak house, but we're not allowed to see it because it's just such extreme shit. They usually would show the entire court, but
You know what I
But why
wonder?
are we allowed to see it? Are there some people in there that don't want to be seen?
I don't know.
Because he was naming off a bunch of celebrities before he
Yeah.
got arrested. You feel me?
You know what I want to know? Just because I've been through this process twice, bro.
Have you?
Of trying to get picked for a
Elaborate.
juror for
Okay.
a jury stance.
Oh, I thought he was Diddy.
You're the only one that said something gay today. I want to know how they pick the jury, bro, because it takes.
They're all
I
New
think the
Yorkers.
lawyers choosing. The
They're
lawyers.
all-
But with a case like this, I
No.
feel
Federal
like there's,
case, I know,
it's-
right? Do you
it's
get
a
one from
little-
every state or what?
No.
yeah, like how does it run?
They're all New Yorkers. They're all over 50. I think it's one woman and the rest are guys.
But the lawyers choose
and they
them, right?
all test them. They like test. I
Yeah,
don't know
the
why.
lawyers and
their
the-
music likes, their
Bro-
interests,
Bro,
hobbies,
because that
stuff
all
like
plays
that.
But
against
how-
them, bro.
how-
like
how
if
do
this person has a problem with, like, let's say the music,
try-
their music taste, they're gonna be biased against it. You know, It's
So,
just like,
so
oh,
that's why they test them. They try to get the least biased people possible because
Yeah.
everyone has some inherent bias.
But how do you
have-
find that though, bro?
you gotta be smart, bro.
Hey, that's
Your
not what
lawyer
I'm
gotta
trying to
play.
talk about in this
Your lawyer,
podcast.
dude.
I'm trying to talk about how weird this guy is. Do
He's
you want to know
weird,
what he
bro.
does with the baby oil?
What?
What?
He wants to be a director of porn. He has them every person in the scenes glistening. And if it starts to dry up anywhere, like, oh shit, my elbow is getting a little dry, I reapply some baby oil. Every 5 minutes, he wants them fucking shining. And you know what he
wasn't
does?
slippering everywhere, bro. Shit.
Fucking Cassie gets peed on when they nut. Sometimes
Bro.
she rubs the nut on Diddy's nipples.
That's
She gets
weird.
nutted. She gets nutted on by other guys,
And
and
Diddy
rubs
wants it
the
on him.
nut on his nipples. Bro.
That's weird.
Yeah.
You know what his name is?
The diddler.
No, King. King is his name.
What is it?
King.
And I think
That's like his power.
She made
thing.
him. She made him call him Papa, bro.
Everyone else calls him King though.
Yeah.
So
Like,
so that's like their passwords or like their.
No, he
code
just
name
has
for
like
each
a
other.
power problem.
Yeah, like he likes to be like.
He wants to be in
He likes to
control,
feel like
basically.
God
Dominant.
or something.
He's dominant.
Yeah.
He's in it sometimes, but he likes to just like he has a bandana on and he's just in the corner just jerking off, watching this really freaky
Watching
shit.
his
For
girlfriend
hours?
get
For hours.
fucking
What?
ran
They
a train
last-
on, yeah.
On
They
average,
last
4
days,
hours.
bro.
2 days. The longest one that Cassie said lasted 4 days.
What the?
And
What drugs
Bro.
are they taking, bro? What?
Bro,
the
They're
fuck?
taking everything.
Bro, I saw pictures.
How are
of the
they not
evidence.
overdosing?
Bro, no, I saw pictures of evidence.
They gotta have
bro.
a doctor in there.
They had,
talking
bro.
about-
They got
they
you,
had,
bro.
They had
Bro,
the
you
whole,
can't. You gotta
They-
slow
bro,
down.
They
They-
had pills. They had coke. They had a whole box of honey packets,
Cash,
bro.
yeah,
Baby
everything,
oil,
yeah.
cash, everything, bro.
Everything you need for that sort of
Everything.
thing.
And
What the
bro,
fuck?
she said on the stand, bro, that sometimes she would literally get sores in her mouth
And
from
UTIs
sucking so
constantly.
much dick. Like all the
friction,
friction.
yeah.
Her mouth would be raw, bro, and
So-
she would get UTIs, and she said she would be on an IV for days and like just recovering, bro.
And
Is that what I saw that one time that she just the antibiotics that just would not work?
Yeah,
on
they
her
didn't
no
work
more,
on her
bro?
anymore, yeah.
because she was just
was
doing
so
so
used to
much
it, yeah.
time. But
Yeah.
damn.
So they're saying that
Sheesh.
along with stuff like the 2016 hotel video where like he was beating the shit out of her
Yeah.
right in front of the
Stomping
elevator.
her in front of the elevator.
They're
bro.
saying
I remember that.
stuff like
Yeah, I
this
remember
is
that.
not voluntary. That people who are victims to this sort of violence, they kind of put themselves in a corner thinking like, if I don't go along with what this person wants, I might die or something worse is going to happen to me. So that's something that some lawyers have been saying.
Nah.
But the
And when
text
you think about
messages say otherwise,
as soon as it
bro.
started, bro, and if you didn't like it, bro, put an end to it, bro. That's too free,
Bro,
bro. Come on,
listen,
bro.
no,
I would say
Bad
this,
Boy
bro.
record,
She loved and still loves him.
Bad Boy records,
Because they
bro.
didn't start
You know,
until like 3 years into the relationship with the freak offs.
y'all know he used to be like he used to have a record label, bro, and she used to sing, and that was his artist. He promised her a 10 album deal, bro. Only gave
Life.
her one album,
Life deal, yeah.
and but she only made one album in all them years, bro. She was after some money, bro. You know what I mean? And which is fine, right? Like, and
She was young
I'm
and
sure
she
she
wanted-
did like him at that point, and liked him enough. But it's like that's why I don't think the sex trafficking is gonna stick, bro. Because the messages are very contradicting, bro. She literally was saying, "I love our freak offs. Like, can we have?"
So she wanted more.
They just said "FO." Like, I need a FO. Like, they had their own language at this point, bro.
Yeah, so
You
so
know
they're
what I mean?
swingers, bro. Basically.
Yeah, pretty much. They're swingers.
So glorified
can't-
swingers.
To the extreme.
She can't. Yeah, but I mean, bro, that's what swingers do, bro.
Look,
so she can't really complain about
just-
that.
Bro,
just-
but to the
just
fact
doing-
that antibiotics don't work,
Yeah.
that's crazy, bro. There's only so much antibiotics we have in this world, bro.
I mean,
And
And,
for it to not work,
She done
that's
ran out of options, bro.
crazy.
Bro,
She
and
gets sick, bro.
so-
she gotta fight it out.
her current husband, who she's about
Oh.
to have his third kid,
Yeah.
Oh my
she
God.
met through Diddy. That was his personal trainer.
Yep.
And even after they were in a relationship, it came out in court because they were trying to put a timeline on the relationships, right? And apparently, even after her and her new husband were together, she was still having sex with Diddy.
Yeah,
And one
I heard
time,
that.
while they were having sex, her husband FaceTimed her while they were having sex, and she ignored the call. And like, of course, Diddy's defense like pointed that shit out. I was like, "Did you get a phone call from him while y'all were having sex?" And she was like, "Yeah."
Like this.
You know what I mean?
So what is she suing for, bro?
She's
not
not
su-
suing.
She's not
She's
suing,
suing-
bro. She's
Look,
just
It's the fucking.
they're just trying
federal.
to prove that that's what's going on.
The federals
She
using
was
her
subpoena-
as a witness.
yeah,
Yeah,
she's
exactly.
Yeah, of
agreeing
course.
with it.
And
she wouldn't be there.
to
She's
try to
8 months
make-
pregnant.
Yeah, to try to make this sex trafficking charge stick. But
Stick,
I don't.
yeah.
I think I don't. That's the only thing that's gonna stick. I think
So-
they
so
might get
what,
him on other
Can
shit.
they have like some real evidence that some shit's really going on behind it? Like what?
Not,
the
I
fuck?
don't think not with sex trafficking, bro. With some of the RICO shit, they might be able to
Yeah.
get them some years for the car bombing and all that. But I
Just
don't,
bringing Prostitution is illegal. Just bringing a prostitute from one state to another is a federal crime. It's the lowest of all the charges that he's getting, but he's probably gonna get convicted for that.
So it's just like drugs, basically, or transporting.
Yeah,
Like
in a way.
you take from one state to the other. Yeah, okay.
And we'll get him on fucking Craigslist.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, bro, you could
And
get
like,
on
bro-
Craigslist. You don't remember what was that shit called? You could get escorts from Craigslist,
Bro.
but the FBI shut it down.
Backpage or something.
Yeah,
Backpage,
Backpages.
Backpage.
Yeah,
Bro, I've been following. I've been watching. Hulu has these recaps every day, bro. And
Hulu.
yeah,
I didn't know that.
and so it was like they were showing these messages between between Cassie and Diddy, and she was like, I have a friend, like I got my girlfriend with me. We're trying to come see you, and like he just ignored her, bro. And like, and people in the comments were like, that's because she said she had her girlfriend with him. Like if she would have said she had a guy with him, then he would have been like responded and been like, pull up, because he low key be on some gay shit, bro. You know what I mean? I've seen old pictures.
But didn't
of
they
him.
say that him and LeBron's audio or some shit like that leaked?
Bro, I just know he was on some weird shit, bro. Like for you, like imagine, bro, like that's supposed to be your girl. You don't even want to have sex with her. You just want to watch her get fucked by other guys.
Nah, bro.
That's cruel.
Bro, I just gotta say
That's the devil.
that's
That-
the
that's
devil,
the devil,
bro. That
bro.
ain't humans no more, bro. Right there is demons. Taking
If you
over,
guys
bro.
haven't
Like,
realized
fuck.
that hurt people, that guy is fucked up.
Yeah.
Like he was molested by his first
his first
music
mentor
person
or
that,
whatever,
that put him in here. Like he was a known pedophile guy.
Who
And
Diddy?
Yeah.
And bro, it's
So
You know what's another one that I think
he's kind of
that's-
continued the abuse.
You know
and
what-
that's common.
You know what's another one that I really think did happen, bro, when he was just a kid, bro. So
Bieber?
Yeah, bro. Justin
Bieber?
Bieber.
Yeah.
He's face.
I know for a
pretty
fact
sure,
he got
I'm,
videos of him.
I'm pretty sure
like-
Diddy molested Bieber.
Oh, yeah, bro.
Look
He
how
got
Justin
videos.
Bieber is acting
Yeah,
now,
bro.
Bro, that
You know what I mean?
dude's
He's been
crazy.
crashing out
Yeah,
lately, and
bro.
I'm pretty sure the second he heard Diddy was on trial, his
Yeah.
fucking heart dropped. Like, bro, this
Like
shit's gonna
everything's
come out.
coming out,
Yeah.
bro. But I mean, he was a kid, bro, at the time too. And he,
Yeah, you can't blame him,
got
bro. He
a-
was a
yeah,
little kid, bro.
bro.
And this dude really took, bro. Like they said, bro, he took him in for, I guess, like to.
They had custody of him,
Yeah.
bro.
I would
Come
say
on,
this,
bro.
bro. No, I'm no gay shit, bro. But just like he just got it. He was a kid at the time. He just did not know better. He
Very-
was just
No,
trying
he
to
didn't, bro.
trying to get ahead of
Impressionable,
life, bro.
very,
Yeah,
very
bro.
vulnerable, bro.
You can't
Very,
blame-
very,
you can't
very
blame him for that,
vulnerable.
bro.
And I just
At
think
all.
He literally got
Bro,
raped.
Yeah, bro, for a
Y'all
fact.
never seen the
Any comment, Carlos?
I mean, I feel like everyone's heard about how wild the Diddy parties are, right? But then when you're there, like it takes like someone who was really solid to be like, nah, I'm
Yeah.
leaving.
Yeah,
Because most people, okay, maybe I'll try.
You
Maybe
know
I'll
who
like
did?
this shit.
You know who's the only person that did?
50.
Dave
You
Chappelle.
know who? 3 people that
Who?
All right, name him, bro.
50, Dave Chappelle, and
Yeah,
Cat Williams.
yeah. Bro, y'all
Gotta tell him
y'all-
now.
Y'all never seen that Cat Williams interview, bro?
Yeah,
Where
I
he
have,
was like,
bro.
he-
With
bro,
Shannon
he-
Sharp?
Yeah, people swore he was crazy, but he was like, Diddy likes to party. He was like, you have to know how to tell Diddy no. He was like, Diddy don't want your girlfriend. Diddy wants you.
I
And
think
people
he was the
laughing
first
about it,
person
but bro, I think
to
like, he's 100%
to go out all
serious,
the
bro.
way and
They
like
all
say that
like-
shit.
bro, that's the thing about Hollywood. They
That
they
Hollywood
make people
shit.
look crazy, even though they're telling the truth.
Fucking
bro. It's
Ashton
like-
Kutcher has been to some sort of extreme Diddy party.
But I do fuck with Ashton Kutcher though, bro. He tries to stay out, like he knows what's going on,
feel
so
like
he tries to stay out
I
of
feel
it.
like it's like a extreme drug. Sometimes they just try it because you're in that scene
Yeah.
and like you have access to it now.
But
But they don't do it all the,
the dude
time.
from That's So Raven too, bro. He
Oh, yeah,
said
he-
went to
oh,
some
yeah.
Diddy party. He said he
yeah,
sucked Diddy off,
yeah,
bro.
yeah.
He admitted
I
to
believe
it.
it.
Was
What's
it
his
Eddie?
name? Orlando
Brown.
Bloom.
Brown.
Something like that. Yeah.
Bloom is a Pirates of the Caribbean.
He's with Katy Perry.
Facts.
Damn, y'all haven't seen Lord of the Rings.
Sorry guys, I gotta take a break.
Come on, bro.
You know what I used to love, bro, when it
Baby,
came on, bro?
baby.
During the holidays, bro, he had this Christmas one, bro. I don't know what it's called, bro. I gotta remember. It was like a
That's when he had
mistletoe.
the fucking hair like that, right?
Yeah.
I like the song I did with Jaden Smith. That's pretty good.
What
Karate
song is
Kid.
that?
The Karate Kid one. All right.
All right, what do y'all want the conclusion to be for him?
I don't know, bro. I mean,
I
if
want.
they
I
really
think-
have more evidence against him, bro, like that
It's
he's
just
really
started.
doing some
They say it's
crazy
not
ass
gonna
shit,
last
then-
long.
I think if he's actually doing
Yeah.
make no mistake, he is a sexual deviant, right? But
Sexual demon.
That's his personal life, though.
that's not no, and that's what I'm saying. If he didn't break any laws on
I think
that
he's killed
aspect, then
people.
I don't think.
Yeah.
I think if they get him for something, it should be because like the car bomb, the Kid Cudi car bomb. Like get him on something that sticks.
After all the videos I've seen, the evidence, I think he killed Tupac.
Yeah,
I'm pretty
that
sure
was
he
a
killed
that's a
Tupac.
long that's a long.
And we're gonna be here a whole another 30 minutes if we get into
Yeah,
that.
we're not gonna talk about the evidence.
I will say this, bro. For the fact of Kid Cudi coming out, bro, I think they have something against him. This man is not just gonna come out and ruin his whole image and just have the worry of.
Is there other people
bro,
coming out against him?
You know what I'm saying?
That
bro?
would
He's
be that would be
Yeah.
shame.
Yeah.
If all that happens is
No.
he gets canceled.
I think there's something. They got something,
No.
bro. There's not a famous celebrity's gonna come out and just
No.
put their name out there.
I think he's gonna get time. I don't know if he's gonna get life though. I feel like that.
He ain't gonna get
Do you know
life.
that? Do you know who his defense? He has a team. He's got like 8 lawyers. Do you know who one of his lawyers is?
Who?
The white guy that represented Young Thug.
Oh yeah, Brian Steele.
No way.
Brian Steele, bro.
No way.
Yeah. What do you say for what does Thug stand for?
No,
No,
truly humble
truly
under
under
God,
God.
bro.
That's what Thug
Hey,
stands
that's a
for.
good lawyer to come up with that, bro. Come on, bro.
I was like, he got that guy.
Nah, damn, he finna get paid, bro.
Yeah, bro.
Diddy's
Couple mil.
I'm gonna empty out my bank account on these lawyers. I can make it back. With the freak on. When I'm out.
Now everybody could just tune in live and watch him.
That
It's
boy
already
gonna-
out.
That one gonna be on Twitch.
That boy gonna leave the courthouse and go straight to get some more honey packets, bro.
It's been too long. I need some of that baby oil.
Need some baby oil and some motherfucking drugs.
I remember, bro, when he first went to jail, they was making this meme of Johnson & Johnson baby oil, bro. Their stocks going down because he wasn't buying
They
it
found
enough.
1,000 bottles in his house, bro.
Jeez, bro.
1,000 bottles in his house.
He was still doing freak offs, I think like 6 months before he got arrested.
Yeah. Bro, when he got arrested, he was like stocked up for a freak off, bro.
Yeah.
1,000 bottles a day, Adonis.
Sheesh, bro.
Number 1 customer in the
Bro,
United States.
I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. If he paid me to fuck his wife, bro, I'll fuck her, bro. She ain't ugly. I'll be like, just stand in your corner and don't touch me, bro.
Hey, Diddy,
Don't say nothing.
Yeah, just stand in the fucking corner.
Diddy, when you free, contact Adonis. He seems like he want to be part of it.
Just don't put your hands on me, bro.
Yeah, right, boy. You gonna be fucking her. Next thing you know, you gonna feel some hands rub your shoulders, bro.
It looked like Adonis want to come spit on you.
All right. Let's end it with a little less somber note. Let's go into the history of the U.S. dollar.
Talk
Who's
to us,
excited?
bro. Talk to us.
Dollar, the oil dollar. What else?
That's we're gonna end with that. The petrodollar is the last little part of it.
So,
All right.
is it going towards this? I saw that they're about to do a big deal with Saudi Arabia.
Nah, I'm not.
Oh.
I have no idea.
They've been doing it.
They did. Oh, yeah, they already restructured the petrodollar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Saudi Arabia has agreed to keep the U.S. dollar
It's
as
dominant.
Yeah.
the currency that they trade oil for.
Yeah, it ain't going nowhere, bro. Come
That's
on.
what the petrodollar basically is. So we'll start at the meeting of Jekyll Island. Who knows what that is?
Don't know.
Savannah, ain't it?
We're in history.
Jekyll
class.
Island is
Carlos
a
history.
island. There's a bunch of islands at the border of Georgia, and during the early 1900s, a group of the heads of the biggest banks in the United States all went there for like a couple months, and they orchestrated the creation of the Federal Reserve. The Federal Reserve is basically the money printer, economic or interest gauger of the United States. The central bank that is completely separate from the government. It is not a branch of the government. It's not controlled by the government. It's independent, but it has the most influence on our money than anything else.
Yeah, just like the Swiss bank.
Maybe, I have no idea.
Well, you know, the Swiss bank, they don't have, nobody has authority over them. Like, they can't get in trouble for shit.
That's why a lot of people send their money out there.
Yeah.
Panama too.
Panama,
I
too.
didn't know
I didn't
that.
know about that one.
Yeah.
Cool.
All right, so Carlos finished.
That's why it's a rich country, bro. Panama's actually pretty rich. For a Central American country, let me
it
say
is.
that. Let me say that.
So basically, it was going to be the head bank of all the other banks. They made the proposal. They brought it to Congress. They have so much money and power. They just like presented it to them. They just like give them a call. They didn't like it though. And whoever the president was at the time, they didn't like it either. They waited until Woodrow Wilson got into office. Then they modified a few things. And I think one of the things they modified, which is the biggest change, and it means nothing, is that you can trade U.S. dollar for gold. You can go to the Federal Reserve and you can get something in exchange for it. Because if you read any dollar, it says this is a Federal Reserve note. A note is like a contract for something. But no one ever, and it's actually, I don't think it's legally binding that you can go and actually get your gold. So they brought it into creation, and it changed our entire money system. And I want to say a brief quote that fucking
quotes around here.
Woodrow, yeah, I know you do. That Woodrow Wilson said a couple years after he wasn't president
Hold on,
anymore.
before you say that quote, Primo, you got one for us today?
Yeah, I do actually.
All right, let's hear it.
Don't ever be like Adonis.
You gotta say that all the time now, because you're quoting yourself, I guess.
You'll live a happier life. Oh no, actually, I do want to say a quote, bro. What's the one I sent you? The TikTok I sent today about the beer. You were like,
Something
I'm gonna drink.
about being happier.
Yeah. And you were like, I'm gonna drink to this one today.
What did he say?
Oh,
I'm trying
man.
to remember.
All right, finish, Carlos. We'll say at the end.
So Woodrow Wilson was the president that brought in the Federal Reserve into creation. He was also the president for World War I. And about 20 years after he was president, he said this quote to some news organization. I am a most unhappy man. I have unwittingly ruined my country. A great industrial nation is controlled by its system of credit. Our system of credit is concentrated. The growth of the nation, therefore, and all our activities are in the hands of a few men. We have come to be one of the world's worst ruled, one of the most completely controlled and dominated governments in the civilized world. No longer a government by free opinion, no longer a government by conviction and the vote of the majority, but a government by the opinion and duress of a small group of dominant men.
How long ago was this?
That shit's still true to this
100
day,
years
bro.
ago.
That's true as
That
fuck.
shit's still true to this day. That's a real ass fucking
Yeah, that's
quote,
a real
bro.
quote.
All right, and let's talk now about Bretton Woods. Who knows what that is?
Backwoods?
Yeah, let's. Who got them? Who got the cherry berry? What was it called?
The Russian
The
cream.
Russian cream. Yeah, I like the Russian cream. Bretton Woods is the name, I think, of the hotel in Massachusetts where all the leaders of the Allied countries of World War II reunited after the atomic bombs were dropped. It's pretty much concluded that we were going to win the war. And from there, because there was so much money printing, so much like instability in world governments that they wanted to know, okay, what the fuck are we going to do? Like I think the Great British Pound was the dominant currency at the time, but everyone was like fighting to be the dominant currency. And after the U.S. showed its fucking dick to everybody, it brought everyone over here back home, and it told all the heads. You know who left actually from the reunion? That it was like a month.
Who?
Russia.
Yeah.
They're like, I don't like what y'all are saying. I don't like these proposals. I'm out.
Bro, you know, actually, Carlos, all you were saying right now, bro, I'm like, I remember all this, bro. I was like, but I don't remember
They don't teach
where.
this in school.
No, and
I
they
learned
don't.
this
They
a
don't.
couple years ago.
You know where I found out all this out, bro?
YouTube.
Nah,
Yeah.
let me guess.
YouTube?
History Channel?
No.
Oh, wait, what is it? Nat Geo? National
But
Geographic
it was,
lied to you.
it was off of YouTube though.
About
It
Jesus.
was off of Vice News, bro. Vice News is, bro. I should watch Vice News.
I like the name of it.
Oh,
I've
yeah, on
always
Vice.
YouTube, bro. It do be showing some real shit.
But-
I seen it when you're watching it
But
over
recently, bro, it's been not that good. But back in the day, bro, it used to cover the news that nobody would cover, and then it would show you like literally, and
Sounds
it's just
a
like.
Vice thing.
But I would still say even like when they do say some of those stuff, bro, like go and like research it yourself. But most of everything they like put on there, bro, is just like it's credible.
Okay, so they were all here in Bretton Woods in the United States, and basically the U.S. proposed, we have the most powerful currency in the world. Let the U.S. dollar become the world currency. And at the time, the U.S. dollar was more valuable than gold. So when everyone gauged or weighed their currency against gold, people would go and compare it. Like that's how strong your currency was, because gold was the commodity that everyone wanted and that shared in common. So since the U.S. dollar was more powerful, and they thought that the U.S. is so big and powerful, they're probably going to be, for the next foreseeable future, going to be pretty dominant. Let's just fucking put our wagon at the end of the United States and just follow them. So from 1945 or so, the U.S. dollar became the world currency. Everyone wanted dollars. And this is when the Federal Reserve started doing stupid shit. They didn't think there was enough dollars in circulation. So from the 40s to the 50s, 50s to the 60s, they just started printing more money so that it could be more available to the world economies. And from there, the U.S. dollar started to dip. Then came Nixon at the end of the 60s and 70s. Another thing that gold did, it would not allow a government to print or waste. They wouldn't ever have deficits in their spending, because they can only spend the amount of gold that they have in their banks. The U.S. since that time had like 3/4 of the gold reserves. We still have the highest gold reserves in the world, supposedly.
Supposedly.
They never told us what they found in that bunker if they really checked
This
it.
motherfucker.
They probably don't have it. That's why they never said anything about it.
How do we know China or Russia didn't just discover a cave for the gold?
They probably have, bro. Or at least China. They're fucking mining up Africa.
Yeah,
But they wouldn't say. But they wouldn't say anything about it, bro. I'll keep that as a secret, bro. That'd be my
silent war, bro. Silent war.
I just come out and be like, "Here you go, bitch."
So with the constant money printing for decades at this point by the Federal Reserve, the U.S. dollar had now dipped below the value of an ounce of gold. From that point, people started to sell. I think the main ones were France and maybe Switzerland.
Their gold?
That they took all their dollars to the U.S. and they wanted their gold. And at that point, they were doing a run on the U.S. government. Nixon at that point made an emergency, and he says temporary, which it's been like 60 years now. It's not temporary. He disconnected gold for that reason from the U.S. dollar. And from that point, we've been printing like crazy. And the U.S. dollar has lost, because that's what inflation is. It's the loss of the power of the currency.
So when did it come? When did it get backed by the petroleum?
Oh, yeah. And something very smart, I think it was Nixon, or if not the president after him, around in the mid-70s, after oil became like the biggest main power thing in the world, they went to, I think it was like 30 years now that the Middle East had found gold, but they were like now producing it to a level that was like favorable, like everyone knew about it. So they went straight to them and they created the petrodollar. They said that, okay, we will support you. We'll give you basically a quid pro quo. We'll give you this for that. We'll help you, like, let's say militarily, and you will only sell your oil using U.S. dollars. And that's a way of forcing pretty much the entire world to use your currency. And if everyone's dependent on it, it's hard for, no matter how devalued the currency becomes, for people to be forced to buy it.
Because you still got to use the U.S. dollar.
And now we've gotten to the point where
we use our military and we showed them how to drill for it.
Yeah.
So we basically
with the introduction of BRICS, other currencies, China with their, I think it's yuan, we are now at the lowest reserves since before World War II. We're about 50%. The entire world now owns only about 50%, and everything else that they own, other currencies, are other currencies. They're not the U.S. dollar anymore.
Well, I seen this meme the other day where it said that this planet like literally has like so much oil in there. I think
it's like the blood of the world.
Yeah, I think it was a Saturn one, the moon Saturn.
Yeah, and that's how United States coming.
This guy, bro. So, Carlos, would you say that BRICS is it a threat or not really?
It's a threat. It's just not a threat right now.
Like down in the foreseeable future?
Yeah. I mean, no empire lasts forever, right?
Yeah, that's what they say about.
We're not gonna act like we're Rome, but even Rome fell after 1,500 years, whatever it was, 2,000.
I'm sorry, I wasn't paying attention. Say it again.
We're trying to get.
Eventually, it'll come.
Hey, good talk, bro. We're gonna
start
start calling that
again,
segment.
bro.
We're gonna start calling that segment Carlos History segment. Just like a
Say it
dollar
again, though. I'm
conspiracy.
sorry. I was trying to get that.
Oh,
thing.
No, that was good, bro. That was
5,000
good.
years,
That was good.
bro.
That was good. I like it.
He
Shut up,
asked,
Primo,
he
I'm
asked
trying
if
to-
BRICS was going to be the next major currency.
Yeah.
I said maybe.
No, I
But
asked
not
if
now.
It was I
It's
asked
not
if it was a threat.
Eh,
It's not happening.
anyone
It's too
can
few of them.
anyone should know that the U.S. dollar will fall eventually, but it's not going to happen.
It's
like,
not few of
next-
them.
In our
It's-
lifetime?
It's big
In our
countries,
lifetime,
bro. You
probably.
can't
I
lie.
would
Brazil's
say
pretty
at the
big.
end.
India's
In our
big
lifetime?
as
I would
fuck.
say.
Not my deal.
Who else was in it? China's big as
that-
fuck.
All
They
your
could've made it
investments
happen,
are
bro,
zero.
but it's just not happening, bro. It's
It's all for her.
United States is the last kingdom, bro. It's just.
So should I buy gold there, Carlos?
Oh shit! Do y'all want to talk about Israel real quick and end it with that?
Oh yeah. yeah.
How long are we at right now?
We're at a
Like
lot.
an hour and a half.
Let's end it, boys.
All right.
I mean,
We love y'all, motherfuckers.
Hey, baby girl's calling, so we're ending it right now.
Subscribe,
Subscribe,
like,
comment, all of the
like,
above.
comment, subscribe, man.